Hey, I'll just start over because I always forget to check the mute on the mic. Okay, hold on. I'm sending everybody back to the waiting room. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ron's Computer Videos. And that weird time of year that is sort of after Christmas, but before New Year's. Um, I worked retail for years, and this is absolutely like the weirdest time of year because you do get a couple of days off kind of for Christmas and things like that. But then you were immediately thrown back to the wolves with, New Year's Day sale where everybody and their uncle wants to buy like a lawnmower or something for some reason. Getting out ahead of, I guess, all of the yard work that they're going to do in the next few months. So, anyway, no, it wasn't just you. But anyway, let's do this proper, and then let's do some greetings. Again, welcome to Ron's Computer Videos, and let's say hello to some people in chat. Want to make sure to say hello to Thomas Armstrong. He was the first person here this evening. Garth Beagle's here as well. Retrotech Chris, Eric Hegelson, Uncle Mike's Retro and Gaming. What a mouthful. I also want to say hello to Adam Holkatosh over on Twitter. And let's see who else has hopped in here. Jubsy is here. Hi, Jubsy. Sukra, sweet of you to stop by. And we're getting a few other people kind of filing in the chat here. That's good. Hey, Secret Chicken. Good to see you this evening. Thanks for stopping by. This has been kind of a crazy time of year for me. I was supposed to be on break, but my mom had surgery, and so we've been kind of following her around and helping her out quite a bit. So this break has really turned out to be not much of a break, but it's okay. It is what it is, and I've been having fun. And we're going to use an opportunity this evening to kind of spread some goodwill in the retro gaming community, kind of in honor of December, where seemingly all the big channels last year did videos and this year didn't do any. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but it's hopefully maybe they're waiting for Friday. They're going to get all of their videos. LGR is going to have one. 8-bit guy, Linus Tech Tips, Lewis Rossman is going to sit in his recliner and do a December video. Everybody is going to get in. It's just going to be the floodgates are going to open on Friday, I'm pretty sure. So, um, Garth asks, what is the happy guy on the wall in the back? That's actually a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle that I did for my son when he was like in kindergarten. And it's just stuck up on the wall back there. It's just made out of construction paper. But it's pretty faded out now. But at one time it was, I don't know the colors. It's probably, I did Donatello or Leonardo for him. But it's just kind of like, I just remember like some of the live tour stuff, like the features and stuff were exaggerated so that kids in the back row could see stuff. So it's not like that Ninja Turtle movie that came out kind of in the late 80s, the live action one, where they had like the masks were very like kind of like under sort of maybe more I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it allowed for like conveying emotion and not like screaming like a cover of a rock song at a kid in a mid-range venue somewhere in the Midwest. So anyway, we've killed about 5 minutes here. Let me go ahead and let's do a little bit of housekeeping here. Of course, I always want to thank my wonderful patrons over on Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can kind of support what I'm doing over on this channel. And just many, many thanks to all the great people that have kind of stepped up this year and supported me. I do have a couple of new people that have started sort of supporting me at that $1 level. I have not had a chance to update this graphic yet, so big apologies to them. But they'll certainly be in the video on Friday. So let's switch back. Hey, great. Oh, man, it's playing it again. I told it not to play this. Oh, sorry. This thing. Subscribe. So, just playing around with motion graphics and things like that, and just trying to see what's what. Hey, it's Mac84. He took time out of his day to watch 2 streams at once. Don't forget, I mean, I think I brought that up recently. It's like there's no rules that say that you can't support several of your friends at once. You can definitely bring up their live stream, and I just use the fader in Windows to sort of just go through and just bring channels up and bring them back down and listen. So, Retro Techie, hey, how's it going? Good to see you as well. Speaking of did you win or not, let's do the drawing. So let me go ahead and let's switch over here to, yeah, hey, it all fits on the screen and it looks pretty good for once. So, all right, let's make sure that we have everything kind of set up correctly here. Actually, Adam says, I actually have 3 streams running at the moment. Good for you, sir. Good for you. So, this says, Mike's Back Shack says, whatever with that other guy. This one has DOS, and so it's ultimately better. So if you got like 2 monitors or something, every operating system anymore, you can like drag them to the windows and you can have like 4. I'm waiting for those TVs like on Back to the Future Part 2 where you can watch like 100 channels at once and then just kind of like take the audio and move it around and listen. So, all right, let's make sure that we have the correct video here. This is my Have Yourself a Merry Little Boxing Day Eve's Eve live stream that I did the other day. This is the one that has the hashtag in it, and by the looks of it, it sure has quite a few comments out there from different people. So this is the correct one. So let's make sure that I have that copied, whoops, and pasted into the correct window. Let's go ahead and let's make sure we're going to grab the hashtag from here as well, and we will paste it in this window when it is appropriate. Hey, Justin Morgan, good to see you, sir. All right, so we're going to filter duplicate users because it's 1 entry per person. We're going to include replies to comments in the off chance that somebody did the hashtag, but they replied to somebody else's comment. We're going to go ahead and filter our comments based on a very specific text, which is #MSDOS622. We will paste that back in just to be sure. We're not going to blacklist anybody. We're not going to add any additional anything. Remember, I'm giving away 3 copies this evening to 3 lucky fans, and it will be your job to reach out to me via my contact page on YouTube to go ahead and get me your address so I can get them in the mail, and everything will go out next week. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, everybody in chat is talking about how they can set up the ultimate stream watching setup with different monitors, like huge monitors. So good for them. That'll be kind of exciting. Okay, so we got everybody in there. Let's go ahead and let's get our comments. Okay, so we have 20 unique comments on the video. So let's go ahead and we're going to get our first winner. All right, our first winner this evening is Jibsy. So let me go ahead and I am going to use the snipping tool, which if you don't use the snipping tool in Windows, it is pretty darn handy. I'm going to go ahead and just like I did last time, I paste the entry into a file just so we can kind of hang on to this for future nostalgia. And I'm going to go ahead and get there's a unique link for the wins, so that way that I can follow up with this later, because I want to make sure that everybody gets their stuff. This is not one of those just trying to get community goodwill without having to pay out anything. So all right, so Jebsy, here in the chat, just make sure that you go ahead and click on my YouTube stream, you click about, and you go in, and you get the email address. You can send me an email, and we will work it out. Okay, yeah. So Retro Techie says it's a weird that winner is a weird spelling of Retro Techie. So all right, so let's go ahead. Let's do this again. We're gonna now, since Jubsy has won, we are going to add his name, Jubsy, or their name rather. Sorry, not trying to be sexist. Add their name to the list, and as you have seen right here, it is now reduced our count to 16. And so let's go ahead and we're going to get our YouTube comments. We'll do it again, or I'm sorry, 19. So we got that again. All right, it has cleared the random winner picker. So let's do it again. No whammies, big money, stop. All right, Thomas Fuchs. Hey, congratulations, Thomas. It's I like your avatar. I don't know if it's supposed to be Henry Winkler, but I will just take it that it's Henry Winkler from the Happy Days. If it's not, if it's supposed to be you, don't. Hey, I love Happy Days, man. That was my go-to show as a kid. All right, so sorry, you have to give me a second while I copy and paste everybody's stuff, just to make sure that I keep a copy of everything. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll go back to our comment picker again, and we're gonna add Thomas Fuchs. Okay, and as you can see, it has reduced our unique count to 18. So, man, I sure hope it is Fonzie. It's, you know, I hope he's doing good. Arthur Franzarelli. All right, so we're getting our comments. Again, it has reduced our count to 18. And I've got some more copies of some other stuff. I'm doing a giveaway on Friday for 3 copies of Windows 3.1. So don't forget, you can always enter that as well. So let's go ahead and but that's over on Twitter. So it's like the DOS thing is here, but the other thing is on Twitter, and you can. I'm on Twitter. It's like Ron's Comp Vids. I'm easy to find. So all right, so let's do our last drawing for this. Wait, let's just make sure everything's correct. Still correct. 18, looking good. Okay. No whammies, big money. Stop. All right. Dara Doss. So, very cool. All right, if you did not win this, don't feel too bad. It is my intention to try to do some giveaways at least every other month, hopefully every month. You know, just throughout the year, just to kind of keep things rolling. Because I like doing these live stream videos where you do little giveaways and stuff, because, you know, it's always fun. It's always fun to win something, right? And it's always fun to give something away, especially kind of with everything that's kind of going on in the world right now. So, Garth, it's okay. There will be other contests, and you could certainly enter to win a copy of Windows 3.1. I mean, who knows what might else come in the box on that? So we shall see. All right, so we have all of our winners recorded. And congratulations to all of our winners, and I'll make sure to update the notes on the other video. And oh no, Retro Techie has unsubscribed. Oh my gosh, this is no good, because I just crossed over 1,100 YouTube subscribers. So that's you're putting me down, man, because now the YouTube gods are gonna think that there's something wrong with my channel, which is not what I really. Oh, it's playing that damn thing again. Really need to figure out what I did wrong in OBS to make that happen. But anyway, that's okay. We will fix that at a future time. So I did the giveaway. Things aren't over if you. It's Rudy from Rudy's Retro Intel. Hey, Rudy. Things aren't over. I also plan to do a little bit of streaming. If people want to hang out this evening, you're welcome to. If you do, quick, give me a Mac. Retro Techie says, okay, you just swing by and I will have a Macintosh for you. I've got several iMacs right now that desperately need new homes. So, but yeah, for sure, we can. I can definitely hook you up with a Macintosh of some kind. So, all right. So, all right, on to tonight's live stream. In honor of, so we've got the some of the business out of the way. We can go ahead and do some live streaming now. Sorry, I'm looking over at my other monitor because I have my main display that kind of I probably just need to move the dang webcam. It'd probably make it easier. But anyway, kind of in honor of Dawsember, I thought that it would be fun to continue doing some streaming of DOS games. But what I thought was this: there's a lot of people that are kind of interested in that world, but maybe didn't necessarily um, get in on the ground floor back in the day, or don't really have like a lot of room for like PCs and stuff all floating around. I barely have room. My little computer techie room down here is so packed full of stuff that it's you can't even move sometimes. So the yeah, thank you, Garth. Definitely, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Follow me over on Twitter. I post and let people know what's going on all the time over there. So, um, oh, Adam says he's moving me from his iPhone to his iPad. So that's great. I'm getting more screen real estate. So hopefully that translates into more viewership as well, or at least at Adam's house. So other people can kind of crowd around. But the idea is that there's a lot of people back in the day didn't really have all the stuff to do it. So now you've got DOSBox and you've got a lot of other solutions and stuff to allow people to kind of emulate those older machines. But where some of these things are abandonware, do not get me wrong, but some of these things that are listed as abandonware aren't necessarily abandoned by their proper copyright owners. So there are a lot of really great DOS games that you can still purchase for just pennies. I mean, it's because the demand's not high, but at the same time, people absolutely love some of these old games. So that's why I thought this evening that, let me hop back over to the web tab, that we would play Epic Pinball. I love this game. I remember back in the day, the demo that a friend of mine had in the computer lab at school, because the I think most of our machines, it was kind of an IBM operation that we had there, and most of the machines from, I'm moving around from Ohio to New York. Thanks, Retro Techie. I appreciate it. I hope that there are some moving fees and stuff included in that as well. But the I just remember that most of the machines we had in the lab were like 286 machines. They had CGA monitors. I think they were like Model 25, something like that, because it's all the integrated little 12-inch CGA display. Low density floppies, not all that great. And then they finally bought like a 486 machine. I don't think it was an IBM, because it seemed like it was a clone machine, at least in my mind, because it had VGA graphics, had a nice like a 15-inch VGA monitor, and it had an ad-lib card. So you can only guess what we were doing in the computer lab with that machine. So, but I did not own this game back in the day. A friend of mine had the demo of it, because Epic and a lot of other companies, because this was made by Epic Games, a lot of other the demo, you could get a demo of whatever the game was that might like only let you play for so many minutes, or only give you so access to so many levels, whatever. Oh, you guys know about all that. But Epic Pinball was kind of cool, because they really did let you play the a lot of the game. You maybe didn't get all the tables, like there were just like 2 or 3 sample tables and then pictures of the other ones to kind of get you interested to maybe get more. But one thing I liked about Epic Pinball is that, unlike kind of some of the games for 8-bit machines, the ball physics seemed pretty realistic, at least sort of realistic. Of course, it is not like playing a real table, but a lot of these tables are kind of based off of, they kind of have a DMD feel. So some of those like kind of early 90s pinball machines, and how pinball kind of changed, because the old kind of electromechanical tables, their gameplay, it's kind of slow comparatively. If you've ever played there's the Pinball Arcade that's on iPad and everything else under the sun. There's some of those old electromechanical tables that they emulate on there that just absolutely they play so slow. So these games, or I'm sorry, these tables play fast, and they've got some cool rules and different things like that that kind of make them interesting to play. That was the other big thing. It just seems like on older tables, you're really just trying to just get a high score. But with newer tables, have like this down here, this dot matrix display. A lot of these tables, they upped the score count on things, so it was people were getting scores in like the millions and things like that. So it washed away those old tables and just made them seem very obsolete very quickly. And instead, like fast play rules and multi-ball and all kinds of stuff that really just kind of got me excited about pinball way back when. So anyway, maybe enough talking about it, and maybe we just actually play it. That would be good. So, all right, let's switch over to the stream. I still got to talk to Jamie about. Oh, I'm using my mouse on OBS as if you guys can see it, but there's kind of like some wonkiness around the edge of the monitor. I got to fix that. Maybe it's a retro bright thing. Who knows? All right, so let's go ahead, and you'll have to let me know if the desktop audio is bad, and if it is, we will definitely try to fix it. All right, so here we go. Let us play some epic pinball. Okay, hey guys, this game is not shareware. Do not distribute it. You saw, I mean, I just bought it on GOG earlier today for like $1 and some change. So pretty good purchase. And there are a lot of games that are out there on GOG, Good Old Games, that use or that make use of DOSBox and stuff like that for their emulation. So you can just really easily pull them out of GOG and put them into DOSBox and play around with them like that. So it says read this. I'm not big on README files, but here we are anyway. Oh, you can, yeah, of course. You gotta buy something else. You can't just have bought this. You gotta buy the next thing. So the credits and stuff for this basically just kind of gives you like a list of all the people that worked hard to make this kind of a really cool DOS game. So, but yeah, I do love video pinball. I think video pinball is a lot of fun. So definitely want to play some pinball tonight. Maybe we will leave the sound effects alone, but maybe we reduce the music because that can get grating after a while, I think, for people. So, all right, so let's begin. Let's start with Android. It's the table that I've probably spent the most time playing, just because it is. I think it was one of the free tables back in the day, or maybe it was like the only table that didn't have restrictions. So the idea with Android is that you are building a robot, basically. And so if you sit and you don't touch anything here at the beginning, it will go through and it'll tell you the rules of the table, and it'll tell you how you can kind of earn high scores. But basically it's shooting the ramps so that way that you can kind of trigger different things. The idea is that you gotta satisfy a couple of goals so that way that then it will activate different things with the Android. Then it opens up score multipliers and stuff like that. So all right, if you don't know, up there at the top of the screen, those little, you see how those things were changing, and I was kind of whoops. Oh man, there we go. When you launch the ball, you can get a skill shot. Okay, now I'm supposed to be okay. You can go through and you can change those lights. Well, lost the ball. But anyway, you can go through and you can change those lights, and when you light all 4 of them, some tables have 3 or whatever, you basically on the launch you get sort of like, yeah, it is kind of like a generic PinBot. You're right. And a lot of these things are definitely inspired by real Williams and Gottlieb tables, kind of that era. So I do ride a PinBot Much better game than Pinball. Alright. So I was able to... Well, and that is one thing about this. It's very unforgiving about drain. So if you drain... that is it. Like, you... typically, and that's kind of maybe a mid-90s thing, where if you drained on a, like, directly after launching your ball, then it would give you, like, an extra ball just for the fun of it. That was a big thing on Williams tables, kind of that era. Is the music overpowering Ron's voice? Now I got the music turned way down. I can turn down the audio on the... I turned down the audio on Epic Pinball, so we'll try it again. Yeah, oh, you had a Bride of Pinbot table. Wow. Okay, I got the skill shot because I filled all the things up there. Oh, and yeah, and you can hit, yeah, drained it. And you can hit space to kind of nudge the table. It's kind of a generic nudge. It really does not give you... All right, I'm at a 2x multiplier now. And I really need to shoot this right. Yeah, there we go. So now I think basically you just go back and forth to yeah, you basically go back and forth to try to activate different things. All right. Oh, come on. And this, it is really forgiving about if you've got to, like, pass the ball. That it will, maybe it kind of takes a little bit. See, like that pass I just did? Oh, come on. Definitely don't like getting stuck. Oh, stuck on the bumpers. So, oh, so now, okay. So Rudy says the sound is much better. Well, I appreciate that. It's, I think part of that is getting over my illness, though, too. Yeah. All right. So, not a great out of the gate score. If anybody was interested in making a purchase on this, let's see. Ron's computer videos. I'm gonna play this a time or two more and play some of the other tables as well. Okay, see how I'm going through and I'm gaming to try to get the score multiplier up? That's something you could do in legit tables of the era. To try to get some, oh, come on. Yeah, oh, man, oh, I should have nudged the table. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wow. Shoot the middle ramp, it says. Well, almost. I'm doing a little better. I think I maybe played... Yeah, drained it. I need to get better at judging when it's going to drain. And they do, actually, Adam. There's like a virtual... There's a whole virtual pinball, like VPin thing, where people take like widescreen LCD monitors and just lay them in a pinball table. and just it's all virtual. And there's even stuff now where it uses kind of augmented reality, where you wear AR glasses, and when you look down at the table and shift your head, it will in real time kind of render and move the 3D objects on the table to make it look like you're looking at it from different points of view. That stuff's really cool. I definitely do not have the space for anything like that. I wish I did. That'd be really cool. Oh man, this is some weak cheese here. Well, he's getting smart. Like 36. Oh, come on. Drained it. 36 on the ACT smart. I was talking to a friend about that the other day. I think when I took the ACT, the highest score you could get was like a 32. I did not get a 32 on my ACT. I'm fairly certain I actually got bored and left. That is my recollection. I got to the English section and was just like, I was like, you know what? You can just pick any of these bubbles on here. I'm going to a school where I have a parent who's an alumnus, so I'm fairly certain that with my grades and alumnus, I'm going to be admitted. So, still went to public school, but yay! I made the center, and then stop paying attention. Yeah, don't want to tilt it. It's pretty easy to tilt in this game. Oh, come on, get up there. Yeah, that's a drain. Alright. That's it for me on this table. Real shame. You play pinball in your truck's nav system. That's crazy. Although Rudy has told me some amazing technology stories in these last few weeks, so I tend to just believe him. Alright, let's check out some of these other tables. I think what would be really great, like the Pinball Arcade, which is available for PC, is kind of nice because it does support like a Tate mode, Tate mode, where you can have your monitor kind of up and down. But that one does not do any of that augmented reality or any of that other stuff. So it's very much just like a flat sort of game experience. Oh, wow. Oh, this has got that thing that it tries to... where things are obscured. Based on the music, this is the official pinball table of Ireland, it sounds like. Oh, drained it. I could have grabbed it, too. I like the flicker on the fake DMD. I can't remember what old table does the thing where you can actually go all the way around if you're not paying attention, or if you don't get a skill shot. Because like right here, I'm going for a skill shot. Oh, this game is so unforgiving. It's so unforgiving. But yeah, no, I don't remember the real table. Oh, oh wow, it gave me a second chance. Alright, so there we go. We're at our 2x score multiplier. But I think if you drain within... Oh, that was very nice, thank you. If you drain within so many seconds of... oh, Lord. Of it coming out of the hopper... Or out of the launcher, rather. Probably should use the proper terminology. it will give you a second chance. Did you see that? The physics failed for a second. You got stuck. It's a very busy table with the table art and such. Well, that's it for that. I will say, not a big fan of pot of gold. So, oh my gosh, that pinball with the Windows 95, that Windows 95 pinball. I've probably played that quite a bit too. Well, I need to give every table at least like 2 goes, because I certainly don't want to be like past judgment too quickly. But if you look at that angel up there, there's a little leprechaun dude hiding behind him. Maybe it's a lady? I don't know. Let's see, this table's nice. It's giving me a second chance. I got skill shot, baby. I do like it because a lot of these games, kind of this era, if you like, you would not be able to do a catch like that is the thing. Sucre, have a great night. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming by. Good luck on finishing up your video. I know you've been putting a lot of hours in on it. But yeah, doing these catches and such would not be possible in a lot of other games. I was going to say that's a drain. I could just feel it. You just feel some of these drains. Yeah, like that one. I don't know what happens. I lock up. I just think that I'm like, oh, that's going to drain. But yet I don't do a damn thing about it. But on a lot of the games kind of this era, and what Epic Pinball kind of fixed, is the whole thing where it just treated your... It treated the flippers as being constantly... Found a rabbit foot. It's dark. Get the flashlight. Alright. Constantly treating them at like maximum sort of like... Oh, I almost got the bonus. Maximum sort of like power. When in reality, there's lots of times where you can throw the flipper up and just kind of like, it's there and it just like pulls the momentum out of the ball rather than, you know, rocketing it off. Like that right there. I pulled the momentum out of the ball rather than actually hitting it. There is a pinball game for Macintosh that kind of came out. I should have been paying attention. There was a Macintosh game that basically what you could do is, I think one of the big complaints about it was that if you, I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see it, sorry. If you were to, oh yeah, but oh, I do have a mouse though. If you were to catch the ball right here, it would just sit here and cycle forever. Because the physics of the table wouldn't allow it to do anything else. I just remember people being really upset about that at the time. I read some CompuServe article where people were just like just losing their minds over it. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's try some of these other cool tables. Excalibur. At least let's try to put up like a high score on every table. It doesn't seem very difficult, but still. Oh, that's kind of a cool... Oh yeah, the lightning Sword. It says sword at the top. Oh, nice. Lord. Now this kind of, in terms of layout, has a kind of a more standard layout. And you can tell by the counter that this is supposed to maybe mimic... Oh, did you see the magnets in the table there? Maybe not magnets. I just couldn't see that wood element there. Oh, Lord. This is not great. This table is not great for me. If you guys know what tables these are supposed to be mimicking, definitely let me know in the chat, because I'm just always kind of interested in that type of thing. Do a write-up or something. Do you like the music on this table? The music on this table is pretty good. Oh, Lord. I didn't even... Oh, I did get a high score. I was going to say, you don't have to put up too big of numbers on some of these tables. So, Excalibur, I wonder which... what table this is mimicking. But looking... I mean, it's not supposed to be a DMD table, because obviously it's got kind of a standard rotate or roller numbers for your score. So this would be kind of mimicking something from like the early 80s. Man, I'd like to be able to use some of these ramps if it'll let me. Yeah, I'd love to go up that ramp. That seems like that'd be a lot of fun. If it wasn't draining the ball all the damn time. That one wasn't my fault. Not my fault. Environmentals. If you guys... Oh, there. Hey, I got to use it and then didn't switch the thing around. Oh, I'll tell you what, man. It's... Oh, Lord. Yeah. Not too good. Not a big fan of Excalibur. Alright. I'll have to look it up. I guarantee you that somebody has very graciously put together a guide that lets you know like what the tables are kind of mimicking in terms of gameplay rules and layout. Oh, well, looky there. So, okay, so we got some flippers that are... Oh my gosh, there's no way. There's no way. That's interesting, some of the stuff up top there. That's kind of nice. You can do a pass. You can do a pass at the top of the board, or top of the top of the table. That one sure does not want to come out very far. This table's pretty quick, though. I dig it. Okay, ball one locked. Nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, ridiculous. Oh. Rudy, go do your homework. Study for your exam. Talk to you soon. Oh my gosh. Just ridiculous. Oh my god. You can dance it straight through. I don't want to say that I dislike some of these tables, but they are not. They're not playing nicely with me. I was going to say, I'm on a drain there. Oh, IBM Museum. Thank you for stopping by. I'm looking forward to seeing your cool new video, maybe about something IBM related. Wow. It's got to be 3. I was gonna say, I need to get multi-ball on at least like one dang table tonight. Oh my gosh. Yeah, not a super fan of this one here. Another zip drive video. That's cool. They certainly made a lot of them. Certainly made a lot of those. Oh yeah, Chris has been, Retrotech Chris has been very gracious to sort of maintain the unofficial list, which really has become the official list this year of December videos. Because it sure seems like it would have been nice to have some more participation. Chris made like I think easily made 4 or 5 videos at this point. But yeah, you should make a sound source video. Everybody loves the Disney sound source. They when I worked retail, we had a ton of a ton of sound source games on the market. And people liked it because it was especially like a lot of the technician people, or not, sorry, sales people that I worked with, they liked it because they could sell a sound setup, like a quote multimedia setup, to somebody without having to pay me or a good friend of mine who I will, oh my gosh, pay me or a good friend of mine to actually set the thing up for them. There were a lot of people that were like, because you could buy like a base Packard Bell machine, and it did not include a sound card. You had to add that later. And so we had a lot of that Packard Bell branded sound card stuff. Wasn't too great, but I mean, it was like fully Sound Blaster compatible. It had an OPL 3 on it, so I mean, it's, if you wanted Sound Blaster 16 compatibility, you certainly could get it pretty inexpensively. All right, I am not a fan of Crash, I'm gonna say that. But what people figured out is that for $99 or whatever it was, you could buy the Disney sound source and It came packed in with a game like Lion King or something like that. Would have been, it was like Lion King Learning. It wasn't even like the Genesis game, which is like, I guess people say is like one of the harder Genesis games. Maybe that's not correct. Maybe it's one of the shorter ones, or it just has dumb things in it that just make it hard for no reason. So I would say this is supposed to be like Carnival of Magic, but based on the scoring, I'm gonna say that it's kind of more of a old style. Oh, come on. Oh, I was gonna say, like, don't do me like that. Oh, Lord. This is a low scoring table now. Having bumpers right up against your flippers is never a good thing. So if you look at that thing at the top with that... Oh, Lord. Alright, I'm going to hit this as hard as I can, because it's going to hit that stopper, or it should most of the time. Hit that stopper on the other side and bounce back. That is a holdover from EM tables, because people would just slam it as hard as they could just to see what would happen. Yeah, this is not a very exciting table. Absolutely understand. Oh. As you notice, it's also easy for it to get to the bottom and for it to just end up passing through. I got like 4,000 points, and that was enough to get a high score. So let's play this one more time. Theater of Magic's a fun table if you've never played that. That's one of those Williams sort of classics from way back in the day. I will say modern pinball has sort of like that anymore, like, because I guess Williams tried to kind of save the pinball industry with what they call Pinball 2000, which only generated 2 tables. It was a one that was themed around Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and they went all in on Jar Jar. It is a Jar Jar table, and it's okay. It's got clips and sound and stuff, and it's kind of interesting because it uses video game kind of technology too, because it's a pinball table, but it has a 12-inch Sony CRT mounted kind of in a cabinet above the table. And what happens is the glass over the playfield has a coating on it. So what happens is what is displaying on the monitor just kind of reflects back up off the glass, sort of Pepper's Ghost is the effect. So like Disney's Haunted Mansion makes liberal use of that. But what it would do is project things down on the table and then use magnets and sensors to where it could change the gameplay just kind of at any time and make it to where it would be like, oh, well, I'm killing these aliens or something, on the table that are being projected there. And then, oh my gosh, I'm awful. And then you would be like, oh yeah, that's really cool. It costs like $1 to play in 1999. Sure, why not? But the only other table they made for the or sort of that design or that technology was one that was based around a Williams classic, which is Attack from Mars, or oh my god, this damn table, Invaders from Mars, something like that. But basically, it was kind of like they had a table already that was based around that. Oh, Lord. So, but that's probably the better of the two. And it ended up not saving. It ended up not saving Pinball. So Pinball went on hiatus for a while, and then kind of, like 20 years later, people got, it's less than 20 years later, but people got kind of excited. Like Jersey Jack Pinball started making new tables. They made those Star Trek tables based around the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies, and people were like, yeah, that's not too bad. All right, so this is kind of fun. Jill of the Jungle, of the very popular Jill of the Jungle game series by William. Kind of gave PC people a their own sort of a what do you call those things? Those console sort of Mario-esque kind of things, sort of like what Duke Nukem used to be back in the day. Like the original Duke Nukem, all those games were sort of side-scrollers. Yeah, maybe that's the word. And Jill the Jungle's kind of fun. That's another one of those where it was like you got like to play a little bit of the game, try before you buy kind of thing. I like this. This is fast. But I'm looking at the display as well, and it very much looks like kind of 70s. Like that's the VMD, the VAC segment display. What's the proper word for that? I'm sure somebody in the chat knows, but sort of like there's a lot of tables like Black Hole that make use of that. The Doctor Who pinball, I think. Well, no, was Doctor Who like a DMD game? I don't remember. Going through trying to get all the bonuses. Oh my gosh. I'm playing this one again. This one's fun. Not fooling anybody with these high scores though. Not putting up too good of numbers. That's all right though. This is a fun table. I dig this one. And that little sound effect, I remember that from the actual Jill of the Jungle game. I think you get some power up and it makes that sound. And I don't know if this is the Munt audio, but it might be. Pretty sure it's just Sound Blaster 16 instruments. I don't think this is trying to do anything too... Oh my gosh, I gotta pay attention. I don't think it's trying to do anything too fancy. Oh my god. Alright, one more time, because that was just me not paying attention. I did better that first time. I got like 8 million. I like that instrument that plays. It's very Peter Gabriel. I will say this is a fun table. I'm terrible at it, but I am having fun. That is sort of the whole thing. Oh my gosh. I just need to take a chance. I mean, it's not like it's really costing me money. See, and I would do it if I would just remember. I need to map that to a different key. I like this table, but man, it plays fast. Alright. Let's check out the others. Deep Sea. Oh, this is kind of cool. This has got like a cool theme to it. I don't think I've ever played this one. I like it. There's lots of stuff out there in the table. Although they really should have gave you a silver ball. Eel nest is lit. Oh, this is tough to see now. Getting that ramp on the left like nobody's biz. I need to get... Oh, man. Oh, I had some slowdown there. That's weird. Yeah, had a physics... Caught in a physics glitch there. Oh man, racking up a high score. Don't have to do a thing. Well, I did it. I was able to... Oh man. Get to that other... I like this table. This table plays pretty good. Yay, I got the treasure. I don't like this table. This table's pretty good. Oh, I gotta get air for the shark attack. What? Oh no. Well, there's air. That's kind of an interesting mechanic that you have to get certain things kind of in a certain order. Like you... Oh man, that stunk. People in chat are talking about zip drive performance and how the parallel port ones weren't all that bad. Does that make... Does that make the case that zip drives are just slow in general, or that, or that there was enough buffering and stuff on the parallel port? I really like that one. I like that table. I want to play that one again. That there was just enough sort of going on that port. But man, I remember having like backpack drives back in the day, and oh my gosh, slow. Heels and Nest is lit. Pretty good at that back shot there, getting it back up the ramp. That's not too bad. I really need to get better at getting it up these left ramps. Trying to backfeed it up the other direction is not working out so well. I mean, I can keep building some of these bonuses, though. Those will be okay. Oh, man. Parallel and the SCSI one, they use the same enclosure. I do like them. I mean, I had a bunch of those back in the day that were very handy for taking over to people's houses to back things up. I used to do IT consulting stuff for like graphic artists and people that worked in desktop or in publishing. And I tried to convince one of my clients, I was like, you know, you really should pick up a zip drive, because they had a bunch of 44 megabyte SideQuest cartridges. And I was like, you know, I'm with you. I absolutely, these are great, but I was like, if nothing else, just for long-term storage, because they only had like 2 44 meg cartridges, and they were just, they'd swap them back. It was like, oh, I'm using this one this week, I'm using the other one next week, and that's okay, but you know, they're getting kind of long in the tooth. So I finally convinced them to go ahead and get a SCSI zip drive, and they loved it. They passed it around like her and her husband. They'd go back and forth and back everything up. And then I think kind of towards the end, when I stopped doing consulting for those guys, I had like a whole stack of 100 megabyte zip disks that I just gave them, just sort of as a like a departing gift kind of thing. I know a lot of people really had a lot of click of death issues and stuff. I had another friend that had one of those, like the click, like the very small iOmega thing. I don't even know how much it held, but I mean, he carried it with him everywhere because he was like, oh, the discs, they're so tiny. And I was like, yeah, I guess. And then those were like some of the highest failure rate ones. So I think it was mostly like just kind of a nerd thing. Like everybody for a long time had Palm Pilots. I got 2 balls in play somehow here. I don't know how I ended up with multi-ball on this. Oh, dude, look at that. I sure don't know how that happened, but I'm gonna say emulation error. I'm having fun. This is a great little table. Oh man, did you see that slowdown? I actually have a 1 gigabyte SCSI Jazz drive at work, Adam, if that's something that you would be able to make any kind of use of. It is just the internal one though, but if you needed an extra mechanism just for playing around with, I'd be happy to send it to you. Hey, Eric's here. Eric Miller. Eric, hey, I have not been able to add your name to the Patreon supporters list yet, but I just wanted to make sure, give you a special shout out since I've been lax on that. Thank you very much for your contribution. It has definitely helped me. I have successfully stuck the ball at the top of the ramp. It has been very helpful, and I appreciate your support and your friendship, and thank you so much for just giving a little bit. And like I've said on a couple of other recent streams, every dollar I get on Patreon ends up in the pockets of other great content creators, people that I follow and support. So I appreciate you helping me help others make great, cool new things on that there, what do we call that site? What is that? What's that called? Oh yeah, YouTube. Yeah, Adam, if you're interested in that, please send me a message and just remind me that we... Oh my god, I'm running out of air. I forgot about that. You gotta keep getting air. Hold on, I just went down the hole for the air. That's air. That should be good enough. Why do I... Shouldn't have to do it any other way. Anyway, yeah, just let me know that I made mention of it, and I'm happy to send it to you. The emulation is not liking not liking that. Oh man. That's pretty good. That's a good score, I think. That is a fun table. I will have to remember the deep. Alright, let's see other tables. We got Enigma. Everybody's favorite 90s chant band. Oh, wow. Let's look at the rules on this one. Basically, shoot all the red gems in sequence, then shoot the red sneakers to advance to level 2. Stay away from the springed mines. Hit as many other targets as possible for extra points. Shoot the 5 breakaway targets. Hit the ball lot. I'm not going to get that far. I ain't going to get that far. So why are we even worried about this? Let's see how this goes. Okay, I'm collecting gems. That's interesting. That's not too bad. Oh, I got destroyed by a mine. Oh, okay. So now there's sneakers. Mystic Scroll. Oh my gosh. Well, I made it to level 2 and it turned into Brick Out. Oh my god. We're just getting zany now, guys. Sent me a reminder message. Hey, thank you. Now I gotta shoot the targets again. This is pretty crazy. Actually, what I really wanted to kind of maybe play tonight was Uncle Stanley's or Uncle Henry's Playhouse. I recently got a copy of that. Oh, picked up a doodad. Which is sort of a compilation game from Trilobite that kind of integrated like the seventh puzzles from the Seventh Guest, and also from 11th Hour, which is the sequel to the Seventh Guest. That was a good. Maybe I won't call that a good juggle, but it was a juggle that didn't drain the ball, so I got that going for me. Oh my god, I'm just juggling here for no reason. Come on. Alright. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, this is not super fun. Tom Barber says, I and Bruce had overlapping streams. In my defense, Bruce started streaming like 3.5, 4 hours ago. So did he ever determine if that 2CX was worth saving? I am going to say that folks should watch that stream and let me know. I will watch it at like 2x probably later tonight, after everybody has gone to bed. So let's see what other tables there are. Is Cyborg Girl makes me wonder if that's our Pinbot. Bride of Pinbot. I just remember this is very risque. So if people are not wanting to look at robot cleavage, they can let me know. I'll be happy to play a different table. Because you have to remember, the 90s were a different time. Women were seemingly not human beings back then, according to a lot of people in this industry. This is a quick table. It kind of reminds me of that robot football game, or like that battle ball or whatever. Like it's very... Boom, boom. What the heck? Boom, boom. Isn't that the same guys that sang that song about the moon? Oh yeah, the sun. I hadn't thought about that song in years, and then it was in a Rick and Morty episode where they went to karaoke and somebody actually sang that. Or I guess Jerry sang it, because it was supposed to be sort of like cringy. Well, it's a pretty quick table. Oh, did you see that? It went up the backside. Yeah, that is Yellow is the name of the band. They're like the sort of the 90s Art of Noise sort of thing. I guess those guys are still together, even making music on occasion. So good for them. I mean, make that avant-garde sort of very, very strange music. I just remember as a kid I wanted to be Thomas Dolby. I just figured he had like access to like all the cool instruments and all the cool stuff, and he had the cool video on the MTVs. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. That's a cool... This is a very quick table. I dig it. This is one of the better tables. In terms of like rules and layout. Layout's good. You can actually catch the ball. Physics are not bad. That was that was not a good pass there. Oh, game over. All right. Well, given the content of that table, I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna pass. Pass playing it again. But it was fun. Pangea. So this has to be, I can't remember, what game is this? It's is it the song was in The Secret of My Success as well. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. I remember that. I remember that movie. Pangea. Wasn't there? Isn't this another kind of epic? Oh my god. Isn't this another epic game? Epic sort of thing? Wasn't there some game on the... Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is the draining this damn game. Draining this damn table. I thought that there was some game where you played as a toy and you were like up against dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were the villains in the game. Dinosaur Stampede. I guess it's just got a bunch of dinosaur themed stuff going on. Oh my gosh, you cannot get up that ramp. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. Ball locked. Great. Oh man, that was weak. Weak sauce. Oh my gosh. It may just be me, but it sure looks like... yeah, I did not do well at that. Of course I've got a high score. It sure doesn't look like to me that... Like, it's just... Like, when... I'm pointing at my screen again as if you guys can see. When you get down by the flippers, it sure feels like... the ball is like teleporting. Why can I not get up that? I'm getting like some frame rate. Yeah. It feels like it kind of teleports when it hits down there, or when it gets close to draining, it just goes ahead and drains for you. Which, I mean, I appreciate that it's going out of its way to help me. Like, instant drain. Not a fan of this table. Oh, yeah, not a fan of this table. I'll give it one more shot. Yeah, that horrible game. High score. Yeah. Yeah, Eric, you could be right. Virtual magnets. I don't know if this game makes use of those. That's kind of like a newer. So, did you see that? That is sort of a newer sort of thing. With, oh my God, are you watching this? Oh my gosh, that's sort of a newer thing with pinball, is magnets to move stuff around. I think if I could name a game that I think made really good use of oh, look at that, I made it. Okay, I'm doing better now. I'm getting eggs now. If I could say one game that really makes good use of magnets, it would be Party Monsters. I think that's what it's called. It is basically, oh no, you go back the other tilt. It is basically like it's like a rock band made up of like classic Universal monsters. That game is magnet heavy, but it works to your advantage. 'Cause you can absolutely like just count on certain magnets always being there, and it will save your bacon. That's Party Monsters, I think is what it's called. And that is, oh my god, that's probably one of my favorite 90s. I am shaking the shit out of the machine, Thomas, and it ain't doing me any good. Because when it acts like it's going to go ahead and drain, absolutely, it's just like, sorry, like, you know, you were draining, and you are not allowed to shake the table. Like, it just stops taking input. It's weird. I don't know if that's a thing. Let's see how many more tables there are. So there's 3 more tables. There's Space Journey, and then Toy Story. Did it really say Toy Story? I'll have to reread it. Sorry. That's kind of cool. You saw that, right? Just instantly drained. Just all I got to do was launch the ball. That was it. Anything past that, it was the game. The game was like, nope. Computer says no. Computer says no. Oh my god. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. I think it just absolutely wants you, like, there are times where it is like, nope, you have to, it wants you to try to shake the table to try to get it to do something. Like right there, I mean, I'd have to go back and review the footage, but it sure looked like the ball was just on the end of the flipper, and it just took it and threw it anyway. Like, you know, obviously breaking all the laws of physics. Like that right there, where it kind of like, it was under the flipper and then pulled it back up over the flipper. Anyone else keeping count of how many times? Yeah, okay. Every time I say drain, take a drink. Everybody, congratulations, you are now dead. You've died of alcohol poisoning. I don't know. What would be the better? What, Secret Chicken? You tell me what the preferred nomenclature is. Ugh, man, I feel dirty putting my initials on some of these scores. This is a fun table, but it's kind of, a lot of stuff is obscured, and that's one thing. I'm not a big fan of tables that kind of just hide everything from you to mask the fact that there's not a lot going on. I would say like one really good table for like hiding everything from you is there's like it's a Williams table. It is Creature from the Black Lagoon. It kind of, more than it having a Creature from the Black Lagoon theme, it has a like a drive-in movie theme. And there's kind of a famous soundbite from that where they're like, move your car. But that game has ramps like all over the place. Like, it's tough to see sometimes what's happening. And part of that is because when those games were new, those ramps were clear. And now they're like 30 years old. And they are all like, did you see like that it slipped under? I'm too wasted to make a suggestion. Well, I guess I did my job then. Oh my god, it's just awful. But now they're like 30 plus years old, and they're all discolored, so it's very tough to see exactly kind of where you're going. Like, your ball will just kind of disappear, and you just kind of hope for the best. You know where the ramps end up, but if your ball is like under the ramp, you're kind of up the creek. Yeah, this table it's the drain in this table. All right, take another drink, super chicken. Secret chicken, sorry. All right, one more time on this. I want to try those other tables, and then we are probably going to call it a night, because I know a lot of other people have things that they need to do. And we'll all get back together again on Friday. Make sure to head out to my Twitter and get signed up for the giveaway of 3 Windows 3.1. It's just 3.1, not 3.11. Because I had to double check the... Oh. Did you see the ball just like stopped in midair? Oh my gosh. Try again. Hey, that's very generous of you. Giving away 3 copies of Windows 3.1. So you can definitely, if you don't have a copy of Windows 3.1, or you have a copy and just want to get legal, no calling in a night, Ron's Computer Videos. You know what? I could definitely play a different game, but maybe it might be good to see what else is out there on sale on GOG. Maybe make another classic game purchase for ahead of Friday. That would be good. Maybe take a look at some of the Stream Forever. Yeah, that's the worst. Multiplier Advance. Yeah. The goals aren't always clear on some of these tables. I just liked playing and trying to figure it out. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Toy Factory. Sorry, I don't know why I thought Toy Story. Golly. It's been a long day. I got up at... It's, we're off work right now, but I still got up at 7 because I had to get, my mom to her appointment. Epic pinball! I had to get my mom to her appointments and stuff today, so it made for a long day. Oh wow, this is a fast table. It's got good music. I gotta hit the left ramp to trigger. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. We're at the papa music now. I like how factory is like written in Tetris. That's what I ought to do. I can load up some Tetris. I think I have DOS Tetris, which is German for the Tetris. I keep trying to hit that, and I don't know if it's that I'm laggy or the emulator's laggy, or I'm just not as good at this as I was when I was in high school. I'm thinking it's a combination of a lot of things. Look, oh, there's like a Gravis gamepad up there on the shelf. That's cool. Tetranet tournaments. I'd be interested in that. I like Tetris. I'm not very good at it, but I would absolutely play other people. Don't forget, this Sunday night, those Retro Mac gamers have got a stream coming up where they're going to African Safari. Let's see how out of touch this is. They've got a stream. They're gonna play Unreal Tournament Game of the Year edition. So which I think is $1.99 on GOG right now. So they're gonna have their live stream, but then also Sunday is another episode of Retro Repair Roundup. You see the ball just stuck up there, right? So I don't know if those two events conflict, but I'm gonna try to do both. Mostly because one of them I'm a co-host, and the other one, I spent oh my gosh, I spent $2 on Game of the Year edition because I could not find my original CD. Okay, this is ridiculous. Bird. Yeah, this table's working my last nerve. It honestly looks like a Bubble Bobble level. Do you see that? Did you see how the cave is broke? I was able to put my flipper up there. You see that? Horribly broken. This table is horribly broken. Alright, you're gonna have to let me out. Because I'm not playing that one again. Horribly broken. Alright. Well, that right there is Epic's Pinball. And that is all of our little levels on the Epic's Pinball. Tried them all a few times. Alright. Hey, let's go back to the lobby, and I'm going to queue something else up here. So, alright. So let's kill the desktop audio. Okay, so... Alright, let me go ahead and give me a minute to get this going over here on the other side. So, absolutely need to get a some more tournament stuff, like especially you know, with here it being the end of the year. I've got like the rest of the week. I mean, I could do some fun things like that. That'd be okay. Yeah, physics are optional on some of those things. So let me see. I'm pretty sure that I actually have Tetris. Like the original, like the really not great version. Let's see. We'll see if I do have it. I'm just going through my archive here. Thank you for being patient. Let's see. Okay, get this all moved around. I'm gonna have to restart my emulation. Restart that. Whoops. Let me make sure this is the right version. It doesn't just come up and it's like some hack version. I think this version has ad-lib sound. That'd be like really great. Oh, sorry. Let's see what we got here. Run the installer and see. D, yeah. Yes, create it. No, don't do that. Okay. Sorry, I know this is very exciting. We'll see what happens when I actually run it. Yeah, VGA. Oh, this is cool. Let's switch back over. Maybe this will be of interest to other people. The game is asking me various things about my machine, And I'm pretty sure that you can do Roland emulation in here. We give it a shot. Probably have the... It did work. Tetris Classic. Ooh, it even uses the Miska. Alright, so let's see. Unlimited time. So let's... Cooperative, dual pit, head-to-head. I guess I've never maybe played this version. I guess I've just played the crap version. Oh no. Oh, it's way too fast. It's too fast for me. And there's no music during gameplay? What? Ugh. Yes, erase the high scores. More options. Yes, play music. Show the level. Show statistics. Okay. Let's see. I need to maybe start level 4 and start game. There we go. This is much better. This is more my speed as a non-Tetris whiz. This is just Tetris for fun. I watched something the other day where basically it was using a some manner of tool-assisted thing to play like the ultimate game of to see how high you could. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Oh gosh, where are the parts that I need now that I need them? Oh my lord. Oh my gosh. Yeah, not good. But basically it was like after it was the NES version of the game. So after a while, I guess it runs out of unique sort of tile or sort of customized little tile things to show you, and just like does generics after a while. And it's just sort of I guess a unique thing in that version of the game. Unique enough that people were like kind of calling attention to it. I don't know. I don't always remember all the details. Sometimes I'm just like, just happy to be there. So hopefully everybody can see that I am not a Tetris whiz. I just maybe play to have fun. It's like most things I do. Just kind of doing it to just have a good time and not like try to get, oh my god, try to get too bent out of shape about it. Whatever it is. Gosh. I didn't know that I was this bad at Tetris, but seemingly I am. I guess you just have to own it. It's sort of like how the people that made this game should have had like more music. It's like, what's the point of just playing like a tiny bit of music? I mean, like even the Nintendo version, oh my gosh. Oh no, this is getting bad. Oh no, it got real bad. Okay. Yeah, Tengen Tetris is probably the best. This is not the version that I thought I wanted to play. This looks like something out of the Crusades. So let me quit this. I'm gonna back to a DOS prompt. Let's go back to the lobby and let me see if I can check in my collection and find the other version of Tetris. Maybe I'm thinking the other version that is kind of in my brain is like maybe even CGA graphics, like not that great. Like it's like the original kind of DOSy looking version. Um, if that's the case, that's the one I'd much rather play. And then maybe also look out on, oops, maybe also look out on GOG and just see if there's any other. Yeah, talking and playing isn't easy either, but my brain is broke most of the time anyway. So what does it really matter? All right, hold on. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I guess you got to spell Tetris correctly. I know a lot of people. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the version I wanted to play. Oh no! Oh no! All right, there we go. Oh, oh Lord. If you press left, it drops the pieces. Oh my gosh, yes. That was level 0. Like, what's happening? What is happening? Every every key makes the thing drop. Like, you can't. Okay, well, pressing up. All right. I love the graphics on this. All right, so what can I press to move left and right? Okay, so if you press left, it makes it drop. It makes it instantly drop. It's like pressing down. Hmm. 7, 9, rotate, draw. Oh, it says it on the left. Great. Okay, so I think I gotta use. Oh my god. What the hell? Okay, wait. 4 says drop. 6 says speed up. 7, 8, 9. Alright. Alright, so let's. Alright, let's do this again. Okay. I am pretty sure that there is a PC version that very much looks like the Mac version from way back in the day, where you oh my god, yeah, this is not the version for me because I can't get the controls. All right, your backdrop is mirrored, or is that the real direction of your background? The world may never know. I think I have it set correctly now, so I'm looking at the proper monitor, but I know that the streaming display is the other direction. So let's see if I can fix that. Flip vertically. Why not? Oh no, it flipped it horizontally. Oh my gosh. What a day. What a day. I didn't want to flip vertically. I want to flip horizontally. Let's see. Advanced. What am I doing here? Mirror the video. Yeah, I guess can't do it while it's an active source. So we will just set that back to whatever. All right, give me a minute. Let me look. Let me see if I can find. That was Tetris Classic. That's just Tetris. Yeah, maybe I don't have the exact version that I was kind of thinking. Yeah, that does happen sometimes. So I broke the stream. Nah, it's all right. It's funny though. I'm trying to think. Maybe let's take a look over at GOG. Let's switch back to the web. The web, and let's take a look. There are, I mean, and if you absolutely were looking to get in on Like, how do I start a DOS gaming collection? I mean, you can certainly do it pretty cheap out here at GOG. I don't get any money for pitching these guys. Um, I just thought that it would be kind of fun to look at some of their things. Basically, because the other day, getting ready for this thing that's happening this week, uh, yeah, I was dancing on the ceiling for a second. Um, I could not find my disc for Unreal Tourney 2004, so I came out here and I bought it for $1 or $2. And then they announced the other tournament thing that's going to happen, and yeah, so I absolutely picked that up too. And then I saw, oh yeah, Epic Pinball, and I don't know what Seventh Legion is for sure. Um, but I know what Jill of the Jungle is. I can buy it as a gift. I can get all the Jill of the Jungle games. Why would I not? I'll use my fund balance of $0. Oh, I have to give it away. Maybe I already own it. Yeah, I do think I already own it. So anyway, I guess if you don't own Jill of the Jungle, you can hop out there and get that. So I am thinking, wouldn't it be great if you could sort this by if it made use of DOSBox? Oh, it just sent me to the DOSBox webpage. That seems like that was an avoidable error there. Let's see what else is going on. So looking at this, oh yeah, Tom Barber says, so looking at the Apple TV in the background, I think the way it is in the actual correct way, and it's always been reversed before. Yeah, the last few streams, I did have it reversed because, again, the monitor I'm playing the game on is like one direction, but like the little fakey monitor that the game displays in is the other way. So I reversed it so it made it look like I was looking at the proper monitor, because I just figured that people would that would be less confusing to people. They'd be like, why are you looking off the wrong direction? Why would you ever do that? And I'll be like, I don't know. I don't know why I would do that. Probably because it was the thing to do. I do have like quite a few little kind of platformery kind of things out here. Yeah, I definitely want to see what's under $5. Oh yeah, there's the Commander Keen series. I remember playing those way back in the day and being like, yeah, these are not great. They felt very floaty to me. Like when you like when Mario jumps, he's got like weight and there's momentum to what he's doing. And sure, you can change your sort of trajectory on the fly, but it didn't. It wasn't super crazy that you could just like slam around and do weird stuff, and so that always kind of bugged me. I will say, looking at some of these games here, if you guys have never played, oh yeah, the soundtrack. If you have never played, I'll go back to it here in a second. Fun games for low prices. If you have not played, it's down here, Nightmares, like Little Nightmares. Those games are a lot of fun. They're kind of like, it's very much a kind of a, like, they're horror games in a way, but they are quite a bit of fun. I bought one on a Steam sale a couple of years ago, and it was fun to play. It is a lot of jump scare, kind of like you have to die 5 or 6 times just to figure out exactly kind of what you're supposed to be doing at any given moment. And that is how it goes. So, yep, Eric, have a good night. Thank you so much. Actually, since we're kind of spinning our wheels here, I need to keep something in the tank for Friday. So, guys, don't forget. Let me go ahead and let's go back over to... Oh, no, we're on the web. Yeah, so this is good. This is what we need to do. Don't forget, you can check it out over on the Twitters. I have a link That's that thing. Let me see. I guess I need to go to my profile so I can just see my things. Come on. Come on. But there is a... Lord. Twitter, you're killing me. But you can come over here, presumably, and read. But I think it's really just as simple as I can't remember how I did this. Oh, I gotta look it up. Oh, it's late. I'm having brain problems here. Why can I not just see my tweets? I just want to see my tweets on my profile. Wouldn't that be great? I don't want to see retweets and things like that. I mean, even though some of these people are just amazing, you should absolutely follow them. Yeah, I gotta find what I did on that. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. Oh, thank God. I'm gonna pin this one to the top so I can actually find it since tonight's contest is over. Finally happened. 500 followers over here on the Twitters as well. So to celebrate, I'm giving away 3 sealed copies of Windows 3.1. It's the 3.5-inch discs, the manual, and the COA sealed in the original plastic. So, Thomas, have a great night. But basically, if you go over to the pinned tweet and you respond to the tweet with the hashtag RonsCompVids, you'll be entered into a chance to win. And then on Friday, I'm going to do the giveaway here on New Year's Eve. Not too late, because I know people have plans. What am I kidding? It's people are still staying home. So we'll go ahead and give that stuff away on Friday and just give a little something back to the community. So anyway, thanks everybody for spending a couple of hours with me this evening. I had a really good time. Was able to show off Epic Pinball. If you've never seen it, maybe it's worth $1 and change to pick up a copy over on GOG. You can, of course, play it through DOSBox or on there's no DRM, so I mean, you can copy it to some floppies and put it right over on real hardware if that's your jam. So it's worth checking out. It's worth playing around with. It's quite a bit of fun. Heading back to the lobby here. Again, thank you everybody for coming by. I really do appreciate it. It is always, let me, of course, pitch ways to follow me online, which is, of course, you can check me out over the IMDb. I've got my Twitter page I showed you a second ago. There's YouTube. I do have a Cameo. I've got a Cameo that's waiting. I need to get that, clear the decks on that. Of course, you can always sponsor me for $1 a month over on Patreon. And then my good buddy Jamie has some... Oh, Ariana, I'm so sorry. I'll be back on Friday. I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will too. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike from Fred Rogers, but we'll see how it goes. So, but you can always check me out on these various things over here. And we'll get together again on Friday. So thank you everybody for taking time out of your evening. It was lovely to see you. And as I always say, Apple II forever. And I will see you guys soon. Good night, everybody.